Let's take a journey through time and explore the history of Cape Girardeau and surrounding areas. We'll bring to life a collection of historic photos showcasing the striking contrast of then and now. My name is Morgan and I'm an independent filmmaker who enjoys history. And today we are going to look at the old opera house, Katy O'Ferrell's, New Orleans, whatever you want to call it. It's one of the old buildings here in Cape. It was built in 1868. It was not only significant because of the age of the building, but the location itself is significant because it was Cape's first tavern. I guess that's a bar. I don't know what the difference between the two are. That was built in 1805. It was a log structure of some sort that was eventually torn down to build the opera house, or now it's called Katy O'Ferrell's. The earliest photo I could find of the building was right here, taken sometime in the early 1900s. And this very spot in 1805 was a log structure that would be Cape's very first tavern. Sometime in between then and 1868, it was torn down and the building you see now was constructed. The architect and contractor that built it was Nicholas Garner, a native of Luxembourg. The building would be called Turner Hall and then the Opera House, and it was used for community gatherings, a place for businesses, and even as a temple for the Freemasons. A couple of notable people who passed through were Cole Younger, a famous outlaw who lectured, and Blind Boone, a famous pianist. In 1904, the Daily Republican, the local newspaper, was printed here. Then there was a laundry run by a Chinese immigrant, an interesting story I found in the Southeast Missourian archives. It said he had immigrated from China to San Francisco, and he ended up venturing to the Midwest and somehow made it to Cape, of all places. There was a popular restaurant called the Wagon Wheel, there was a grocery store, there were apartments upstairs at one point. In 1950, a bank made plans to destroy the building and make it a parking lot. Why is that a trend? I don't know, but it's been going on for a long time apparently. The building, however, was saved when Richard Barnhouse purchased it and gave it a New Orleans French Quarter look. It turned into the fine dining establishment, New Orleans. In 1990, there was a huge fire that nearly destroyed the building, leaving not much except the brick left. It was saved and remained New Orleans until 2009. In 2014, it became what it is today, Katy O'Ferrell's. I think the key points here are that there's so much history involved, obviously. It was not only numerous businesses, this was a place, kind of like the role of the theater. It was a place where community events would take place, and it was a Freemason temple, and it went through two forms of destruction, basically. In 1950, it was supposed to be destroyed to build a parking lot. I don't know why. It seems there's a constant trend over the past, 7 decades or so. And thankfully it wasn't destroyed. And in 1990, that huge fire came through and almost destroyed it. And thankfully the brick was there to keep it safe. And here we still have it today. So tune in next week, and we're gonna go to another old building and kind of have some more fun. Where do we want to go?